All right. Shit, we're live. Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night, so it must be Monday night. Keyboard Warriors Monday Night MMA Hangout. This is episode 45. We done 45 of these motherfuckers. So just me talking to y'all and you guys getting involved in the chat, hanging out. So I really appreciate that. That is super dope of you guys. Really appreciate you guys coming in to hang out. I forgot to tell everyone that I'm live. Hang on a second. That's the thing about Twitter is that you can pop up whenever. It's dope. That's a weird one. Anyway, all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. Of course, we talk about all things, but mainly MMA. But this is your show. Whatever topic you guys want to bring on, is what we talk about. Anything. What's up, Daniel? Did you hear anything about Fournette? Because I was looking around trying to see if maybe we called it. So if you guys don't know, Leonard Fournette got got waived, not cut. You can't cut him. You got to waive him. Difference. If you cut him, I think you're on the hook for his entire, or at least part of his what do you call it, salary. But if you waive them and someone picks them up, they take all of the salary. So someone will. That guy is a young buck. He still has like the ability to be good. So anyway, me and Daniel. Shut up, Daniel. 45 minutes of my bullshit. Yes. Anyway, what's good? Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming to hang out. Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about going to be a Buccaneer with Tom Brady. We'll see what happens. Anyway, just right off the bat, checking out the MMA headlines, and Daniel Cormier officially announces his retirement. It was real, allegedly, ladies and gentlemen. It's been what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks since he lost, and I guess he's on. Does he have a show on ESPN? I think. He's on the show with the nose, right? And he talked about how he's not going to fight anymore. So this is his quote that he this is from MMAclickbait.com/MMA fighting. Says, "I'm not going to fight anymore. I was talking to Joe Rogan after that fight, and I told him my interest is fighting for championships, and I can't imagine with a loss that I'd be fighting for a belt again. I lost 2 fights in a row for the first time in my career. You've got to understand when it's time, and the reality is part of the reason I got hit with the right hand by Stipe is because I'm older. You can't fight Father Time. At 41 years old, I fought the heavyweight champion of the world 3 rounds to 2 with the idea that I wanted to win. I didn't go in there trying to give a good account of myself. I wanted to win the fight and still believe I can beat, and I still believe I can beat Steven Miocic. But every day that passes doesn't work in my favor." Yeah. So there we go. Daniel Cormier is done. It's awesome. And of course, Brock Lesnar's a free agent, but apparently he couldn't come up to terms with WWE. How old is Brock Lesnar? You know what I'm saying? I knew it. Brock versus Jones. Can you imagine? Brock Lesnar versus John Jones. That'd be interesting because John Jones would attack him to the body again. I mean, not again, but he'd attack him to the body. I mean, I don't know if he could pull it off, but he'd do the overeem and the overeem blueprint, right? That'd be interesting. I wonder if Brock could get close enough to like power double leg his ass to the ground. Mind you, I don't think John Jones would want that fight. If I'm Jones, I don't take that fight unless you're paying me a ridiculous amount of money, right? That might just be me, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd want that fight if I'm John Jones. Anyway, 43. I'd rather have Brock versus DC. I would too, but I kind of hope it don't happen. I mean, I don't want it. I'd rather have it, but I don't want to see it. I'm done. I don't want to see DC get beat up like that anymore. It's kind of done with that shit. Anyway, so the UFC was in Vegas again this last weekend. I'm trying to pull up the card for you guys so we can go over it. I'm done with Smith. And I know some people will be upset that I even say that shit, but I'm done with Anthony Smith. He got Glovered again. Just held down, beat up on the ground. It was uneventful. Like, Anthony Smith didn't show me any reason why he should continue fighting, at least in the UFC, right? And I think someone quoted him as saying, like, I have some decisions to make about my career, my fighting career. You should decide either all in or out. I don't know. It's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Money fight, right? I'd rather not see Brock at all. I don't think we'll see him in the UFC. I really don't. Okay, you bring Brock into it. Who do you really want to see him against? Because you're not going to get him against Jones. He's not going to fight Stipe. Stipe knocks him out. Y'all can fight me on that all day. Stipe Miocic knocks out Brock Lesnar. Let's see if I can pull up the UFC heavyweight rankings. You'd only bring him in for some, cockamamie bullshit fight. Let me see if I can pull up the rankings here for you. I don't know. It's not a good look. All right. He needs to try another gym. Who? Smith? Yeah, he needs to try something. That dude, hell no. All right. So you see the heavyweight rankings here on the left. Stipe is obviously the champion. Number one ranked Francis Ngannou. He's obviously next to the title shot, unless Stipe keeps saying no. But Francis versus Brock. Brock could take him down and probably beat him up on the ground, or he can get the shit kicked out of him again the way worse than what Overeem did to him. I don't think Brock wants that smoke. Curtis Blades already has a fight coming up against Derek Lewis. So, mind you, we're talking about like 6 months from now. They ain't gonna get Brock a fight anytime soon. So you could potentially get either Curtis Blades or Derek Lewis in there against Brock, but that's not a money fight that you're gonna pay Brock millions of dollars to come fight. I'm still to this day surprised they even bother with Mark Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. When I heard about that fight, I thought it was stupid. Jairzinho, no. The Alistair Overeem rematch, though, bro. You get Brock a shot at getting that one back. If you're Brock, do you take that fight? I think you do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Daniel talking about Alexa Grasso. Yep. We'll see about her in a second. But yeah, I mean, other than those like top 5, top 6 guys, who else do you want to see him against? You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody really. So I don't care to see Brock Lesnar. I'm done. I'm done with Brock. I said it. This is just negotiations. They couldn't come to an agreement. They'll just chill the fuck out for a couple months, and suddenly Brock will resign. Because Brock, say what you want about Brock, age, and whatever else, that man can still draw in WWE. By the way, I watched a little bit of WWE yesterday. I got to see the very end of it, where Roman Reigns comes in and signs the contract on the way. Oh, no. This is the dumbest part. I almost turned it off. These 2 giant dudes are wrestling, and one of them gets slammed from the top rope. Because the big guys look impressive when they come off the top rope. And they slam, and the ring breaks. I saw that shit when I was a kid with, was it Mark Henry and the Big Show? I think they did that. And so I saw that, and I was like, these motherfuckers think we're stupid. Or think everyone's stupid. Like, you can't fucking do that. You got to do something better than that shit. I mean, implode the whole arena. No, but then the Roman Reigns guy comes down and signs some kind of contract on the way down, and submits somebody real quick or whatever, and or pins them, and that was it. And it reminded me of why I don't watch WWE. It's fucking boring. Don't get offended. I'm just saying what I feel. All right. UFC this last weekend in the Apex. First fight of the night. Mallory Martin got the second round submission against Hannah. It was like 4 submissions in a row against Hannah Cyphers. Feel bad for Hannah Cyphers. I just want to see her be like this. You can't give her that kind of. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if she's done. She just. Maybe we were sold a bill of goods that weren't real. I mean, maybe she was overhyped to begin with. And everyone just wants to see her do the post-fight interview where she's super awkward. That's it. Poliana Viana gets the first round submission over Emily Whitmire. Totally, completely expected. Sean Brady, second round submission against Christian Aguilera. He's got to get a bunch of shit for that. Bruce Leroy, somehow. Damn, this dude just finds a way to stick in the roster. You got to hand it to him. Bruce Leroy, Ox Caceres, just finds a way to pull off a win when he needs it the most. And he did it again. First round submission win over Austin Springer. Zach Cummings gets a decision win over Alessio Di Chirico, which a lot of people were joking about. Impa Kasangane getting the decision win over Mikey Pitolo. And we got off the main card. First fight on the main card, Ricardo Lamas decision win over Bill Algeo, who comes in on short notice against the first short notice for Ryan Hall. So I'm not surprised about that. Alexa Grasso gets a decision win over Young Kim. This fight hurt my feelings because it wasn't like it was close, and it wasn't like Robbie put up much of a fight. I mean, he did, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Neil pieced him up, used his height, used his length, used everything. And then the ground, he took him down, what does it say? 4 times, took him down 4 times, tried to, was going for submissions and everything, just couldn't finish him. Robbie Lawler can last, right? He's not getting knocked out like savagely to the point where we're sitting here going, you need to retire. So, for him, I'm not mad if he sticks around because he's not getting mauled. And but I'm also not mad if he finds a way to take off to Bellator. I just don't want to see him in Bellator. You know what I mean? Like I want him to like one more fight, have just a fucking savage, just wild fight to end his career, hopefully on a win, and then just go right up into the sunset. And I'm hoping that he has enough saved up or some other career ready to go or something. But man, I knew this is a bad idea for Robbie. I did. I didn't like it at all. Anthony Johnson against Brock Lesnar. Didn't recognize him at his fro. Oh, Caceres, yeah, about time. So if you're Lawler, what do you do now, dude? Shit. I asked for one more fight against someone that's gonna stay with me the entire time, and I throw everything I got left, and I call it a day after that, win or lose. What's he, 38 years old, something like that? Like, I mean, all the fights that he's been in, I think you got to think about it, right? Maybe going to coaching afterwards. I don't know. Then the main event, Anthony Smith embarrasses himself, in my opinion, against Alexander Rakic, and then he embarrasses himself by celebrating at the end of the fight. I'm like, dude, you didn't finish him off. Like, you didn't take him out. You held him off and glovered him. Basically, you dominated him. Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't care for it. Whatever. Timeline was saying Mike Perry or Robbie Lawler. That's a savage fight. That is a savage fight. Fuck yeah, do that fight. Like I said, if Robbie was getting like murdered, knocked out, like I wouldn't want to see that shit. But since he's not, why not? Like anybody here against it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is anyone here against that fight? I really doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm checking the stream. Okay, good. It's working. It sounds like it's doing all right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm okay with one more fight. Give him the Mike Perry fight. Call it a day. What else you guys want to talk about? Bring it up. Bring up the topics. This is your show. Whatever you guys want to bring up, we can talk about it. Even if it's something crazy like politics or something, but I doubt anyone here wants to talk about politics because we are getting close to this shit, and every ad, every commercial is all about that shit. So yeah. Vitor, oh, y'all see that shit? Vanderlei Silva was posting around some poster for a Fight Club After Dark, and they're saying that it's gonna happen in Mike Tyson's ranch, and they have like matchups already. It's like Verdum versus Fyodor. And then Tito Rashad Evans, and then Vanderlei Silva and Vitor Belfort. And Vitor got all pissed. He was like, "Stop spreading fake news." He talked about it too. What the fuck? Like, at least, yeah. Vitor talked about it too. I don't know. Like, I don't care to see those fights. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, Verdum, first of all, if you think Bellator is going to allow Verdum versus Fedor to happen anywhere but Bellator, you're out of your minds. That shit is not happening. I don't think Rashad Evans comes out of retirement to fight, Giant Head. And I don't want to see Vanderlei Silva getting, against Vitor, I'd probably just stand up the whole time. But it's fucking... It's TRT Vitor. I don't know if you guys have seen this man lately, but he got right back on the juice when he retired from the UFC. Straight up. He got back on that Jesus juice, right to the vein. Remember when he called him out earlier in his UFC career? Right. I'd watch. Mike Cardona, eat a dick, motherfucker. I watch the Bucks totally like eat it, and then the Cardinals just own. Dude, if that happens somehow, oh my god, I'm not gonna let you live it down. Like I will not let you live it down. I will message you every day, going like, "How about them Bucks, bitch?" Who knows, man? But I'm my Cardinals are this shit. What's up? What's up, Jay? That Asanya Costa card is stacked. We could look at that one. That's coming up in a couple weeks. Let's see. We'll talk about this weekend in a second, but let's see if somehow Google more or less has the right card. You guys let me know if you're missing anything, but popping up that UFC 253 card, it is solid. Shane Young, Nate Landwehr, Kai Kara France against Brandon Royval, Brad Riddle against Alex Da Silva, Diego Sanchez against Jake Matthews. You gotta give Jake Diego somebody else, man. Fuck all that. I don't want to see him in any fights again. I mean, against Jake's gonna. I think Jake fucks him up, but I don't know. Can you imagine Diego wins again and he's 2-0? Well, can you imagine Mike Perry Arbitlato happens and Mike Perry wins and his coach is 2-0, girlfriend 2-0. I thought we canceled or not we. I thought Mike Perry got canceled. That shit's wild. His ex never came out on that podcast with Rogan, did she? Hakeem Dawodu against Zubaida Tukhugov. That's solid. Zubaida is one of the dudes. I want to say he's one of the dudes that was in the cage with Habib, or he was the one in the cage punching Conor after the Habib flew out to kill what's his name? Dylan Dennis, and fucking failed. Yeah. Claudio Gadelha against Jan Zionan. That's solid. Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz is the co-main event for UFC 253 for the vacant John Jones strap. No matter who wins, no one's ever going to say they're the real champ. That's the sad part. And they are the real champ because Jones didn't get stripped this time. He dropped it. Is that fair to you guys? Like when Jones got stripped, and then DCB Anthony Johnson for it. I understood that DC's not the real champ. He didn't beat the champ to get it. Sure, but Jones left this one. He left this time. He dropped it and bailed the heavyweight. Is the winner of this fight the real champion? Is that fair, or are we gonna do that shit where we're like, we didn't beat Jones, so he's not fucking real? Football ain't even happening. We'll see, dude. I hope it happens, but I have you might be right. I think look. If they don't cancel it soon, because we got like 2 weeks before week 1 or something like that, or a week and a half until week 1, like 2 weeks. But if it don't get canceled soon, I think we get to week 4 maybe before there's a breakout somewhere and they shut everything down. Because imagine this: you start losing players to COVID, like they get sick, they got to go quarantine for 2 weeks. What is that? An IR spot? Do you get to sit them, put them on some kind of like PUP, the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list for a couple weeks, and then you can sign somebody off the street to just come and play for a little bit. You test them. You know what I mean? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm talking about, are they gonna some teams want to bring the fans in. I mean, leave it to fucking Florida to do that. To want to do that shit too. The Dolphins, but like there's teams are like, we'll just socially distance and all this shit. I'm like, hey, fair enough, man. I don't know. Like, you ain't gonna see my ass at a football game for a minute. Hell no, just in case. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I hope it happens just because I want to see it, but not if it's gonna I'm not a big fan of putting a lot of people at risk. I mean, man, you ever gone? I mean, how many football? When has anyone ever gone to a football game where, like, and this is a solid guess, like 75 to 80% of the people in there are obese as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see, dude. We will see. Costa versus Izzy is so hard to predict. It is hard to predict. So what do you go with? Izzy, quick, probably more accurate, probably. Gives you different problems and stances, or Costa, whatever he hits breaks. I was at that Costa Yoel Romero fight, and that was insanity. I was like, someone's got to die. This got to die. Someone's got to die. I still think Yoel won that fight. One of the guys that I wrote about is replacing Ricky Simon and Kevin Natividad. I saw your post on that. He's replacing Ricky Simon. It's Kevin, yeah. I saw that today. On I saw it on Twitter somewhere. I want to say maybe you posted it. Polish Power might pull off the upset, but I still think Reyes is too good, especially in the early rounds. Right, I think Reyes dominates that fight. Honestly, winner's a real champ. I'm with you. Football, too much money to lose. I agree. Hey, Neil, what's good? They're figuring out how to keep players from getting false positive tests. Yeah, you got to develop a very reliable test, basically. Like, and there's got to be one. Everyone's got a fucking test these days. Every country's got their own test. It seems like every state has their own test. I mean, Jesus. We all just, for some reason, the most powerful country in the world, allegedly, and we can't get our heads out of our asses and get together and develop a real test. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, I even talk about that. Everyone starts blaming political teams. I'm like, no, stop. Scientists are working on this shit. But we can get into that some other time. Packers would go 4-0 looking like a Super Bowl team, and they shut that shit down. I fucking crap forever. Dude, that would be like if your team, obviously the Packers are your team. Like if the Cardinals are 4-0 and we're looking like we're going to be on, like we're going to go on fire the rest of the way, I will lose my mind for sure if we shut it down. Right. Yeah. Co-main event is dope. What's up, Otis? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Yeah, Jan Blachowicz versus Dominic Reyes. It's gonna be more entertaining than people think. I don't think it's gonna be like, and maybe I'm saying that Reyes is gonna dominate a little too much. I don't think he'll dominate off the bat. They will get like an interesting first round, and I think from there we'll find out who has it. But I honestly think Dominic Reyes is too much. I think it's gonna be too much for Jan. But you're right. Jan is a tough dude. I was interested in seeing him. I mean, I wasn't begging for it in him against what's his name? Against Jones, right? But I was interested in seeing, if you can give it to us anyway, I would watch it. I mean, shit. Then the main event, Israel Adesanya against Paulo Costa. Of course, we that one was just hard. It's difficult to figure out. I'm gonna pull up this weekend's card just so we can have it ready. Anyway, yeah. So, regardless, we'll get to see that in a couple weeks here. Look, so far it's a solid enough card to buy. Well, excuse me, a solid enough card to buy. But I would recommend waiting till like weigh-ins are over. Maybe even I always wait till like an hour before the pay-per-view kicks off. But fights have been falling out so often these days. Like I have friends that buy the pay-per-view like a week out. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm like, wait till the day of. They buy it a week out, 3 fights fall out, and they're all pissed. So people were asking me on Twitter during the cards last weekend that why Smith versus Rakic was 3 rounds. That was a co-main event, folks. That was not supposed to be the main event. So that's what happened there. And it wasn't fair to ask him to do 5 rounds. Although, I mean, fuck it. You got balls? Let's do it. Give me 5 rounds. Why not? Reyes with Thiago Santos is the fight we need. I think we do get that fight at some point. Santos is scheduled to fight. He went Glover. He fights Glover. Yo, if he gets past Glover, especially if it's impressive, that's the next fight, right? Should Reyes win the belt? That'll be the next fight. Thiago versus Reyes, and Reyes' first defense, or Thiago versus Jan, depending on who wins, right? But I think Santos is definitely intriguing there. He's one of the few blown up 185ers that I actually think has a real shot at 205. I mean, he held his own, almost won the fight against Jones with no legs. That'd have been crazy if he was able to stay healthy and not blow both his freaking knees out. So I don't know. I hope he wins against Glover, and then we get that fight. All right, this weekend, September 5th, start kicking off at 3 p.m. Pacific time. At 6 p.m. Eastern time. Cole Smith against Hunter Azure. Alexander Romanov undefeated against Marcos Rogero de Lima. You guys remember de Lima is from that UFC, Tough Brazil years ago. I want to say it's the one with Chael and Silva, but I'm not 100% sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's either that one or it's the no, it's got to be that one. Is it the Kane Verdum? I don't remember. Viviana Araujo against Montana de la Rosa. Who's the chick that everyone hates on Twitter? It's a female fighter. Tara, I forget her last name. But people just hate her. And I didn't understand why until I saw her Twitter feed, and I was like, oh, okay. I see why. I mean, I don't care, but I see why they hate you. Andre Muniz against Bartosz Fabinski. There you go. That's your featured prelim. This is probably gonna be one of those like, yeah, this is a full ESPN Plus card. So there you go. Thiago Moises against Jalen Turner. Oh, Jalen Turner's dope. Ricky Simon obviously out. Natividad in against Brian Kelleher. Mikael Pereira against Zalim Imadaev. Sijara Banks took over for Nico Montano, I think. Who did Eubanks come in for? She took over for somebody, but some people were always like, and against Carol Rosa, and the main event, of course, Alistair Overeem against Augusto Sakai. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't really care for this fight. It's gonna be good. I think Sakai's gonna give him a lot of problems. We'll see what happens, but it's interesting. I think light heavyweight is looking better than ever. Rakesh Vergiri should be next up. Also, I would be down with that too. Tara La Rosa. There you go. Yeah, everyone hates that chick so much. I don't know if you guys seen her on Twitter. Like, I had to mute her because people were retweeting her stuff so much that it was just like, bro, stop. Like, come on, dog. Stop. Like, they retweet her and it's annoying. I don't know. Y'all see you guys remember Demi Lovato used to date Luke Rockhold, and I don't know who wrote about her, but someone had a quote from her saying, quote, whenever we were dating, I would always kiss him on the chin at night to put him to sleep. It was adorable. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. Like, and then someone beat me. Oh no, Dave Mann from MMA Storytime. Yeah, at MMA Storytime let me see if I can pull up his meme. Fuck it. But he made this meme that the exact thing that I thought of as soon as I read that quote was somebody Photoshop. Oh man, I didn't put it on Twitter, bro. All right, go to his Instagram. I think it's at MMA Storytime. I think it's on there. It's on his Facebook, one or the other. But it was a meme, and it was someone he had photoshopped the Lovato's face on Bisping's body. You know, putting him to sleep, laying on the chin. Yeah, that was fucking great. But that's exactly what I thought of. So, all right. Oh shit. All right, man. Take care. Because she's so super political. Okay, well, there you go. That shit was funny, right? Hilarious. Political in the sense of riding on high moral horse. You know what? I don't. She just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about. Like, she doesn't. Like, I'm not pissed at her. I muted her because everyone was retweeting her, and it was all just a bunch of angry shit about how she's like, you know, calling her a bunch of names and shit. And I'm like, she can have her own opinion. That's all right. You can give your, you can, tell her your opinion, or you can just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why there's like the Sean Kings in the world and whoever's on the other side of that. Oh, snivelly little fuck, Kirk. Forgot his name. I blocked his ass. That dude got annoying. Just taking headlines and videos out of context and chopping them up just to sell whatever you want to people that follow you is kind of horseshit to me. And everyone does it. So anyway. But yeah, like I blocked both of them. I blocked Sean King and I blocked that dude. And I blocked basically, you know what? My block list is getting bigger every day, and it's all verified accounts. Like, stop trying to sell me your bullshit. That's just stupid. So anyone here binge watch Cobra Kai? No, but I started tonight. I stay up super late tonight, so I'm starting it tonight. It's gonna be interesting because I'm not a big fan of the. I got like the Karate Kid movies when I was a kid, but like I watched them recently and I was like, it's nostalgic. But that's it. Like, that's kind of it. All right. Anyway, 30 minutes in. Got another. At most 30 minutes. We'll see. Whatever else you guys want to talk about, bring up the topics. Let's shoot the shit about MMA, life in general. It doesn't really matter. This is the MMA Hangout. Or the Monday Night MMA Hangout, but it could also just be the Hangout. While I check all the headlines here. Oh boy, John Jones wants to fight Stipe first, and then tells Brock Lesnar that he says, "quote I'll beat your ass too." You got it, that dude. That's a wild dude, man. Like, John Jones, and he believes in himself. Not that he has to believe in himself. He believes in himself, but he's proved it. No one's beating him. Say whatever you want about the Mark Hamill fight. Nobody believes him. Oh, dude, Vanderlei Silva deleted that post about Fight After Dark or Fight Club After Dark. What's a stupid ass name, by the way? To me, it's a dumbass name. God damn, hey, dude, I try to get through the day without seeing one, but man, Chadwick Boseman passing away bummed me the hell out, dude. Yeah, oh man, that was just harsh. Black Panther might be my favorite like superhero, and it's not because he's because he's not white, but it's I mean that's cool, but it's because he's like a bad motherfucker, and he's a king. Like if you can imagine, if countries now had wars, right, and the presidents had to fight, there'd be no war. These guys are most of these presidents are fucking pansies. They're not gonna fight, right? But like when it was like Iraq versus U.S., if like Bush and Saddam had to meet in the middle and somewhere in the desert and fight, you know what I mean? So King T'Challa goes out there, puts on the Black Panther. Let's go, motherfucker, let's go. Put your balls on. I know he's a superhero, but think about the point. You know what I mean? But that bummed me the hell out for real, for real. Let's see. Block is a must these days. Yeah. What's Cobra Kai on? Yeah, Netflix. Speaking of, Robert Lawler seems to have a mental block. Why do you say that? I think he's just the game's passing him by, and he's getting some shit matchups. Honestly, the Neil Magny one to me was just bad physically. Brock sucks. Done with that dude. I'm with you. Yep. My favorite Marvel movie thus far sucks. Yeah, dude. I was pumped about a long Black Panther series. Dude, nobody knew that he had cancer. Think about that. You're fighting for your life, chemo, whatever else you have to do, all these treatments, and you put out like 5 movies in that span? That's a tough dude. That's a tough. That guy used to train capoeira, by the way. He had capoeira and a few other things. But Chadwick had been fighting colon cancer for 4 years, and nobody knew. That's a hard secret to keep. I mean, damn. And Robbie was such a nice psychopath, allowed to beat other people up on live TV. Look, man, if Robbie Lawler keeps fighting, you just got to give him good matchups, man. Like the ones that he'll be entertaining. I still want to see him against Woodley Part 2. I know it won't be for the belt, but I want to see him versus Woodley Part 2, try to get it back. Wow, he's a badass, sad as fuck, right? No, it's just I don't know, man. It's something you gotta think about. Like 2020's been wild, dude. Like, and you knew it was wild because when Kobe passed, rest in peace, Mamba. But when Kobe died, like you were just hearing like whispers of corona, like COVID, right? Then he dies January 26th. Not long after that, COVID hits hard in like China. They're talking about like, and they ask, the government here, the federal government's like, hey, this shit's coming, this is getting crazy. You guys are getting ready for it? Yeah, it won't be a big deal. It's not coming over here. Meanwhile, there's flights back and forth from freaking Wuhan. And then it hits hard. Like, it's like Kobe passed away and the floodgates of crazy shit opened. Like, and then we lost John. Wow, I was talking about Josh Thompson. John Thompson, 78 years old, a long-time head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. All right, man. I mean that dude and Jim Boeheim, and all those other people, and that whole Big East conference was insane back in the day. They make documentaries of your conference or your team or even you, like you did some shit. But yeah, I mean that he passes. Luke Olson passed the other day, 85 years old. I know. I think if you make it to 85, like you're pretty blessed. But like, damn. And then Cliff Robinson. I remember Cliff Robinson. I saw him play in Phoenix when he was with the Suns for like I think it was like a year or two. But I was a little kid, but I remember seeing him. Yeah, dude, 2020's been wild, dude. It's insane. Dude, I don't even know what to say about it. That's how bad it is. Like, dude, like What do you say about 2020? Is it hasn't already been said? Like everyone's just done with this year. Everyone wishes we could hit the reset button on this shit. Oh boy, Space Jam is trending. Why is Space Jam trending? Let's find out. Oh, someone they're talking about Space Jam 2, the Space Jam soundtrack. Apparently Space Jam is on ITV. Oh, so Space Jam, someone's playing Space Jam. I guess somebody's yeah. Um Oh yeah, 2K21 comes out this week. And I know people and it's funny because I bought Madden and everyone's like, "Oh, it's bullshit, same fucking game." I know, I agree. I'm a dumbass. I still bought it. And guess who's buying 2K21? Fucking me. But I'm buying, and I'm an idiot. I'm still buying like the $100 one because it's a Kobe one. I'm still getting that shit. Let's see. Oh god, y'all seen Sean O'Malley's kind of? I can't tell if he's trolling and he's trying to like convince himself that you know, like that he didn't that he still has it. Because think about it, a guy like that coming up and he gets he gets beat like that, embarrassed after all the shit he talked. You know what I mean? Like how do you I mean I'm sure your self belief probably takes a hit, but I wonder. All right, let's play. Hold up. Let's play matchmaker. The bantamweights and the light heavyweights. Huh? You want them to fight each other? Oh, right. All right, we could do it in a second. Hold up a second. Y'all see Vanessa Hudgens? No, what happened? So it's a 1 year. All the holidays land on the weekend. Right. I can finally get days off. I mean, because I'm not work. I don't work weekends, and everything's fucked. My kids were asking me about Halloween, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Y'all, I might just buy y'all candy and hide in the house. I don't know. Yeah, dude, Hitman 3 is gonna be dope. I hate it because I have zero time for video games these days. You know what I mean? Podcast starting to ramp up. Recording this weekend for the Arizona football podcast, which there's no University of Arizona football podcast, and there's no football to even happen. So we're gonna be talking about I don't know what. We'll figure it out. Come in. I'll let you guys know when that thing goes live, so you can listen. Let me know if you're a college football fan. Obviously doing a bunch of these, and then I got to do my Cardinals show this week. Obviously, especially with the season coming up. But Cyberpunk 2077. That's the John Wick game, right? John Wick, fucking Keanu. I just call him John Wick. I don't even call him Keanu Reeves anymore. The Keanu Reeves card, right? Let's see. Yeah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about with Vanessa Hudgens, so I don't. Oh, she did the WAP dance on TikTok. Someone just sent it to me for some reason. No, good for her. Yo, she's 31? That's crazy. Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens is wild as fuck, but I don't understand what y'all even see in that chick. Anyway, all right, matchmaker, bantamweights and light heavyweights. All right, let's pull up the rankings. That's the best way to me to do it. You're talking about like top. I'll give you my top 3. You give me yours. See who do you want to see? All right, bantamweight. Obviously, Aljo versus Petr Yan. Dude, why did Dana hesitate so damn much to give Aljamain Sterling what he deserves? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did Dana hesitate so damn much to give Aljamain Sterling what he deserves? A title shot. Straight up. That shouldn't be that should not even have been you know, the like a question. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. Anyway. Yo, this is crazy. All right. I know we're getting off topic, and I know we want to do matchups and everything. And we'll do it in a second. Because Dana's a piece of shit, and I'm with you. Ooh, Edgar Cruz. I like that fight. There we go. Sterling versus Jan, Aldo versus Cruz, Edgar versus Dillashaw. I wouldn't mind Aldo versus Dillashaw, and I wouldn't mind Cruz versus Edgar. Like if you flip those, that'd be dope as fuck. Unless the release date is in the title, that would suck on 2077. Yeah. Real quick, some of these states are starting to urge people to get the flu shot. Do you guys get the flu shot? I haven't gotten the flu shot in like 10 years, and I haven't gotten knock on wood, obviously, and I haven't gotten the flu. Isn't that weird? Like, is that weird though? Like, do you guys normally get the flu every year or some shit? Like, it weirds me up. Weirds me out. How much longer does Dillashaw have in a suspension? Comes back in January. There you go. Figueroa was exciting. Figueroa was a dope dude, but I wonder if he looked. He's most of his fights are exciting, but actually, almost all his fights are exciting. But like, I wonder if he just had that good of a matchup against Joe B. That Joe just had no chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if Cody's gonna give him so much trouble that Figueroa is gonna look more like, whatever. You know? Because I think Cody could knock him out, but imagine cutting that much. You cut another 10 pounds on the additional, whatever, he cuts to 135. And like, it's gotta fuck with your chin, right? Hoping this chick doesn't kiss him on the chin too, because fucking hell. Yo, man, David Lovato fucking stole Rockhold's chin. That's what happened. She kissed him and jacked that shit. That's just weird. Fuck no, I don't even get that shit. Yeah, the flu shot. I haven't in so long. Haven't had the flu since I was a kid. Me neither. All right, what else could we do? 135. We just have Frankie Munoz. I like Jose. I like Jose versus fuck, who did I say? I know BTS put it up here. Hold up. I like Dillashaw, Aldo, and Cruz Edgar. That would be sick. You know, it'd be sick. Those 3 fights on the same goddamn card. Not gonna happen because they got to schedule Jan Sterling soon. But you get those 3 fights in the same card, it's almost like a mini tournament. It'd be dope. Of course, we got let's look at light heavyweight then. Where's light heavyweight? Right here, champion list. Well, obviously we have Reyes Blachowicz already. We got Santos Teixeira, so that's like a mini tournament in itself. Like, you could potentially get Reyes Teixeira, Reyes Santos, or the other way around, Jan Glover or Jan Santos. Anthony Smith is out of any title shot for a minute, in my opinion. Might even be out of MMA. You never know. Prochaska's dope. I would love to see him against. I don't know who you can put him against, but he's dope. Volkan Ozdemir just lost. I want to say Rakic, maybe. Yeah, Yuri Rakic. Someone said that earlier, right? Prochaska against Rakic. Why not? Johnny Walker, man, get your ass back here already. God damn. Actually, I think he's scheduled to fight somebody. I don't remember who. I think it's a fight I didn't like, actually, for him. Cody changing camps is the best thing ever for him. Look, it seems like for fighters, getting the fuck out of TAM or Team Alpha Male is like the move. You know what I mean? Not to shit on Faber, but it seems like you leave and you win. Or you win and then you leave right away and you keep on winning. I don't know. Of course, for TJ, they might all be juicy. You never know, right? Maybe cruising on to something. Merab or Sanhagen? Ooh. Let's see. Where's Sanhagen? You know what? Because Merab just fought who? Fuck my life. Who did Merab just beat the shit out of? Like, it was no contest. Fuck. I thought people were blowing it up too much. Maybe. Let me see. Merab. Chili. Reliable Sherdog. By the way, I don't know who fucking updates all the fucking shit on Sherdog, but those assholes are quick. John Dotson, right? I don't think whenever John Dotson gives you Sanhagen, but if they do it, who's not watching? Who's holding out? And Sanhagen has a fight coming up. I want to say. Let's see. All right, Corey Sanhagen. Who's a bad motherfucker? Yeah, Marlon Moraes. Why did I forget that? October 10th. They have that one down for Yas Island. I mean, excuse me, for Fight Island. That's weird. I don't even go. Yeah, exactly. They have. I mean, Sherlock has it down for Fight Island. I don't know if they're going back or not. They haven't, and I haven't heard anything. But They said they were gonna go back at some point. All right, guys. Come. Yeah, I'm about to cut it a little short here, so I only got a few more minutes left. Any other topics you guys want to hit? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Last second topics, comments, questions, whatever you got. It's funny because like I used to put out like, oh, send your questions in. I'm like, why would y'all even want to ask me? For real. Just comment, throw some topics out, shoot the shit in the chat. Fuck. That being said, if you have questions, I'll do my best to answer. Whatever happened to Leon Edwards? Did they give him a fight? That dude does a lot of fucking talking for someone that hasn't fought in a minute, I want to say. Let me see if I can pull up his record here. So people get mad at me for saying that I don't give a shit about watching Leon Edwards ever. He just beat RDA in July. Never mind. By decision. That's why I don't remember it. Meanwhile, RDA taking dangerous ass fucking fights. He just took holy hell. He just took the Islam Makhachev fight, which say what you want about Islam Makhachev. You like him or don't like him, but that dude fucking wins. I mean, last time I saw him lose, he was like, oh man. I want to say it was the same card where DC and Gustafsson fight, whatever that one was in Houston. And I think he got caught. So, what about Chito Vera? Well, what about him, dude? Let's see where we at here with him. Chito Vera, Marlon Vera, and still, dude, that Marlon Vera went down to 15, dude. 15. I don't know what the hell. Oh, it's because Frankie Edgar. They put Frankie Edgar in the rankings at 5. That's how you know these rankings are bullshit, right? They throw a guy that wasn't even ranked right up top of the in the 5th spot. Sure, I know he'd be Pedro, but come on. But that's and a lot of people argue about that, whether or not he won. This is how you know that the UFC is starting to set up fights with this dude. Like these rankings are horse shit. I know it's journalists, quote unquote, that vote on this stuff and put it together. But I'm telling you right now, the UFC, makes their moves and applies, I think. They're setting Frankie Edgar up for a title shot at some point, or like a big fight at 135, maybe that Cruz fight. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Which fight are you excited for in the future? Costa Izzy, no question, hands down. That's the fight. Costa Izzy, and then number 2 would be Aljo Peter Yan. Do you wear any of the other shirts than Diaz shirts? Yes, I do. It's just whenever I have a show, it literally just happens to be like you guys see me with my Jiu-Jitsu and chill shirt a lot lately. It's just whatever I just happen to be wearing that day, dude. I get home from work, you change, I work out, I come back, I change back to whatever I was wearing after work. It's all sweaty anyway, and then I wear it on the shirt. So today I wear my Nate Diaz shirt. But you're right, I wear these a lot. Again, hold up, I'm a logo fan. Fuck that Kevin Lee, right? All right. Last check of the headlines here before I go. Throw in your last second comments, questions, topics, whatever you want. But I gotta run and pull out the last the headlines here. Checking out all the usual MMA rags, and nothing really impressive. So let's go ahead and check out what Twitter has to say. I like the Space Jam is trending. I might actually try and watch it tonight for the hell of it. Actually, no, I'm binging. I'm gonna try and binge Cobra Kai. Who knows if I can even stay up that late. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is getting a reunion special. What? Yo. New HBO Max special? Motherfuckers. Why you gotta put out some shit we gotta pay extra for? Fuck you. Someone put that on YouTube, please. Like immediately after it comes out. And then it's like, watch it real quick and at least, watch it once. A new national newscast is taken on CNN. WGN America. Oh, I don't give a fuck about news sources. Seriously, most news sources, even the ones that are small and claim to be, we tell the real news. We're small. Blah, we're not mainstream. You fuckers are mainstream. Ben Shapiro's mainstream. Whatever the Daily Caller is mainstream. All those fuckers are mainstream. They're big enough to be mainstream. They're mainstream. I don't give a fuck. If they start talking about you everywhere, you're mainstream. That's full of shit. Anyway, WWE Raw. Stupid. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck. Look, I know BJPenn.com is horseshit, but apparently Bellator is trying to book Fedor versus Brock Lesnar. Do you really want to see Fedor die? Because that's how you get to see Fedor die, unless Fedor lands a massive punch on Brock and knocks him out. But I think Brock is just 3 to 10 to 15 times bigger than Fedor. Fuck me, dude. I don't want to see that fight. And at the same time, I want to see that fight. Fuck. Anyway. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I got to roll. Have you been back to rolling again in your gym? No, but tomorrow morning, I go back to jiu-jitsu. 6:30, 6:30? 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I go to the 6 a.m. class because I got a full day of shit tomorrow, so I can't hang out. But I am definitely going to. What the hell is going on? Oh, I'm getting my my texts are getting blown up. Brock hates getting hit though. I agree. He doesn't like getting punched in the face. We'll see. Honestly, it's whoever lands first at that point. But after seeing Fedor fight fucking Ryan Bader, I was like, fuck it. I'm done. New Rogan starts tomorrow or did today in Australia. There you go. Was it in the new one though? The new fucking, I think it's just the first on Spotify. I don't think it was in the new because he's in Texas now apparently. I don't think it's in the new studio yet, which I've seen pictures of, and it looks fucking weird. Like it's almost like I think this fucker bought a ranch, like a big ass ranch somewhere, and because that his podcast studio looks like it's weird, like a little like something you'd have on a ranch. So lost my shit at 3 to 10 to 10. Okay, yeah, he's huge. Yeah, bars opening up again here. They're just turning them into restaurants, so they get open, but like legit bars here were like fucked it up for everybody else because they started opening kind of on the low, call themselves restaurants, but not really giving selling food. No social distancing, nothing. They're literally taking like no precautions for their customers, and the state came and shut them down quick. Like not all bars, but individual bars. It's like I don't know what any of you guys. I know what Daniel's opinion is, but I don't know what many other people's opinions are on this whole thing. But I don't know. I think we figure the science out first and then find out because it does look like the government is overstepping and shit. So anyway, see you later, head kick. All right. He moved somewhere around there. Right, probably. How did it happen that Brazilians adopt jiu-jitsu so well? They had to fight jungle pythons or what? Shit. You grew up in the jungle. You run into some crazy shit. You probably figured, look, man, I need to learn the craziest thing I could find just to stay alive. Anyway. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on Wednesday night. Shout out to Head Kick, Daniel, Robert, Tom. Oh, man, who else do we have? BTS, appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up and contributing. MMA the MMA Degenerate Show. I can't speak. The MMA Degenerate Show. Appreciate you. DT, yeah. Otis, you're the man. I can't wait for Hitman 3 as well. I said Robert already, I think. Anyway, everyone that tuned in, you guys are dope. Jay Reed, appreciate the hell out of you guys. And of course, Daniel. All right. You guys have there you go. Put a Jaguar in a rear naked choke. See what happens. You know who could pull that? I know it was bullshit because they said Rogan did that to a mountain lion. Yeah, he didn't. But I think Rogan could pull that off. 100%. Anyway. All right, guys. Make sure you hit up all social medias and stuff like that. You guys know all the social media. Sport1983 for Jesse. Kirby_MMA for Fred. I'm at Eli32. And all the podcasts are at KeyboardWarriors.com. We are on all audio-wise. We're on everything. Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, iHeart, all the shit. SoundCloud. We're on everything. So if you can find us on there and just subscribe on your favorite one. If you like the audio podcasts. And of course, RipTheWarriors.com and SpicesPros.com. All right, you guys are the shit. We'll catch you guys on Wednesday night for Keyboard Warriors Live. If you're new, appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Share it. Tell your friends about us. I would eternally be grateful. You guys are dope. So please hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll catch you guys on Wednesday night. So for myself, Fred and Kirby, Fred and Jesse, catch you guys on Wednesday night. Good night. Good night, Wilshire.